Callum, let's just talk first and foremost about the start of the season. How, as a player in this unbeaten side, do you feel about the start of the season?
Yeah, I feel really good about it. Personally, I feel like I'm contributing quite a lot, and the team are doing very well. And obviously, the defence has been solid so far, and we're creating chances. And obviously, it's nice to get back in an environment that's positive compared to what it was last season.
Yeah, that must be the big change. And I think I've asked a lot of players that were here last season and that are still here this season, the differences, the change in the atmosphere and the vibe, and it must be huge.
Yeah, massive. Like the energy and the positivity around the place, just from getting the first 2 wins, it was just lovely. And then obviously getting the last minute winner is always nice against Bury. But yeah, the energy and the positivity around the place is up at the moment, and you can tell in our play.
For you, it's an interesting one because last season you would say massive season for you, huge season, not just here at the club, but your recognition for England as well. And you know, how much pressure are you putting on yourself to improve and to take it one step further this season?
Yeah, of course. Last season was a breakthrough for me, and it was a good season. But in terms of where I want to be this season, of course, I want to play as high as possible, and to achieve that, I've got to play as many games as I can. So that's my first game to play, to be available for every game and to try and play every game. And of course, I'd like to get my assists and goals up as well.
And positionally, I think when you first started at the club, you were kind of more of a right back, and you've certainly shown what you can do in midfield. You've played in the centre of midfield as well. I mean, do you have a preference, or are you learning all the time and still developing on exactly where you want to be?
Personally, for me, I think playing in all different types of positions is just learning for me. Like, it couldn't get any better. Of course, having one fixed position is a good thing to have, but being able to play in various positions is like learning the trade and getting more knowledge of the football, of the game. And so yeah, I don't mind at all. And
there are younger players now coming through below you, which must be a bit odd because obviously everyone looked at you for a time as the youngster. You've now played first team football quite regularly. There's the likes of Dylan coming through. Do you help those younger players? Can you help those younger players? I mean, you're still an inexperienced player, but can you help people like Dylan and Sam, etc.? Yeah,
of course. I've been there and played the first couple of games, and it is a nervous time. So I think any words from anyone can help a youngster coming through, because obviously first game you get nervous, you've got to try and complicate it because you want to try and shine, but just try and tell them to do the basics. And I think Dylan's done really well, and I think when Sam and Brandon come back, I think they'll do really well as well.
How difficult was it not to call the manager Gaffer?
Oh, it was well, I came in and there was rumours about it, but I thought the lads were having me on. But no, it does make a difference, so it kind of integrates you more with the manager, and it is a good thing to have. But yeah, it was tough.
And Exeter then, there'll be a lot of hype around this game, won't there, Exeter, because obviously Portishead was there for 12 years, and I suppose for you players it doesn't mean anything, it's another game, but actually it's a game against a side who you could be vying for promotion with come the end of the season.
Yeah, of course, everyone knows Tiz came from Exeter, but for us it's just another game in League Two. Obviously we've seen how they've started the season, they've started positively, so yeah, it'll be a tough game, but we looked at any game this season and try and get the 3 points.
We've seen you get into the penalty box an awful lot this season. When do you think that first goal's coming? Well, of the season, obviously.
Well, I think I was very critical of myself against Crewe because I thought it should have come then, but it didn't happen for me. And then I had a couple of chances against Grimsby. That's it. Mine went blank then. But no, I feel it coming. I'm just trying to be positive and get my shots off.
It's certainly more of an advanced role, isn't it, that you seem to be playing this season?
Yeah, I'm loving it, to be fair. It allows me to improve defensively and going forward as well. There's a lot of energy, and yeah, it's exciting times.